We're going to do 3 things this week. This is part 1 of 3 for a renovation concept design, sort of like what you would give to a planning commission to get the ball rolling. And we're going to do a simplified concept design. And at this point, we're just trying to get our ideas down. We're not trying to make a fancy, full blown design, just kind of write down what it is that we expect that we'll be doing. So, of course, we need to study the property owner's use requirements. What does the property owner want? And then, based on what we can do, we'll pick one concept or one business idea. He wants to do a residential to commercial renovation, and you got to pick one that you want to work on. Once that's done, you're to find some existing examples that can let the owner know kind of what you got in mind. Not going to be exactly this, not exactly that, not exactly this, but you're going to take parts of different ones, and you need to present that to the owner so that they'll be interested. They're not going to get it from you just talking. They need pictures, and you'll need to provide notes about what part of each of those images are going to be involved. And then in Revit, you're going to create a very simple design file, nothing fancy, or you can use a SketchUp file and stick it into Revit if that's what you want to do at this point, which we just learned what you could do with that. But from these examples, you're going to cobble together a new concept design to present. So let's take a look at what the owner's project requirements are and the project cover sheet that they're providing. Okay, and most of this information here is on the Revit, so I'm going to just show it to you on the PDF on the cover page, but we're going to have to go to this zoning code, find out what we're able to do. And you should look up what an investment tax zone looks like, because that's a great way to get tax breaks. Actually, it's kind of a suckwad way from the point of view of the people that live in the zone, but people that want to make money off of doing the least amount of improvement possible to get a tax break love these things. And SACOG, Sacramento County, Sacramento Area Council of Governments, has improvement plans. So that's 2 ways that this owner can help fund what they would like to do. And their idea is that there's an ideal would be a work-live design. In other words, the person who is running the business will live there too. And that's because it's specifically indicated for this area in the SACOG improvement plan, which means that the planning department is likely going to give it approval if it falls within the zoning code. So there's a little bit of work to do here. There's a little bit about the existing site. So let's see what the existing site looks like. You can see it says it's currently zoned RD5, which means you can have up to 5 dwellings on 1 acre lot per acre. And this is about a 1 acre lot, so we could have 5 dwellings, but that's not what the guy wants. Okay? He would really rather have a live-work area. Maybe it's 2 live-work areas. Maybe it's 3. Who knows? That'll be up to you to kind of figure out what you want to do there. But right now they just have 1 residence, and it's small. It's 750 square feet. It's 2 bedroom, 1 bath. There's a mini split, heat pumps for each of the bedrooms in the main area. There is a full kitchen. And there's a 2-car uncovered parking, and that looks like the driveway right there. natural unimproved landscaping. That means there's no watering, no nothing. It's just bare land. And there's 6-foot wood fence around the property. Here's where the street is. Okay, and there's some elevation change. So we can look that it's mostly going to drain over to here. And then, of course, it's going to drain back to this back area over here because that's at 2 feet. This is at 10 feet. So that's what the site looks like. Now, you're going to be free to utilize this as it is, or to modify it, or to knock it all down. It's going to be kind of up to you of what you're going to do. So now, what's possible? What's possible on this site? Let's take a look at the zoning code. Here's the zoning code for Sacramento County. And if I go to this table 3.2.5 and I look up residential RD5, it'll tell me what I can do. A means that it's a permitted use. So I can do beekeeping. Okay? P is primary use. A can be used, and TUZ is pretty good. It can be by the zoning administrator. You can do that. UPP is pretty good. Permit by the planning commission. That's what they're looking for to get to use that SACOG thing. If they see that it's supported by SACOG, they're going to do it. So I want an A, a UPP, or a P. I could also do a UPZ, zoning administrator, but the best would be a UPP. Okay, so let's see. TUZ. I could do that. TUZ. Agricultural stands. The permitted. Water impound, constructed lake or pond. Dwelling. That's not exactly what he was looking for. Dwelling. Family daycare home. So you could do family daycare with a live-in family daycare. You could convert that and probably put 3 or 4 of those on there. Residential care home. UPZ, residential care home. UPP, condominium, not what was looked for. Boarding house, frat house, place of worship. Private social center, club, fraternal hall, or lodge. That's wide open for tons of different things. Art gallery, college, school, probably not. Government, probably not. Cemetery, well, I doubt it. Community gardens, public park, market garden, that may be of interest. That's a commercial. And if you got an acre, you can do some neat stuff with that. Adult daycare, congregate, hospital, social rehab. That's actually pretty popular right now. Let's look at some more. Wireless communications, that's kind of cool. Look at some others here. Personal services. That can be anything from an accountant, a bookkeeper, a studio designer. That's so many different things under personal services. This is wide open to small businesses where it's really kind of an office. It can even be a personal training, so that can fall under a martial arts studio, beauty or barber shop, spa, that's in there. General recreation facility, outdoor, that's in there. Boat dock, that's not going to work. Bed, breakfast, inn. Office use, general. Neighborhood convenience store markets. A lot you can do right there, and I think that's pretty much the end of it. Okay, personal services can be a studio of any kind. It can be a recording studio. It can be a gaming place. That could be the social thing. So it really leaves you wide open. Your job is to pick one of those that's approved, or maybe two of them, and decide that that's what you're going to propose. That's the goal of study the owner requirements. Figure out what you would like to design for this space and pick what it's going to be like. Okay, so there's your activity 7.1, owner requirements, plus a little bit of an overall of what we're doing.